Imagine two people who both earn $75,000 a year. They both get paid on Friday. 10 years later, one has built a six-figure investment portfolio and is on track for a comfortable retirement. The other is still living paycheck to paycheck, wondering why they never seem to get ahead. The surprising part? They earned almost the same income. The difference wasn't how much money they made, it was what they did in the first 30 minutes after every payday. Today, I'm going to show you the exact 5-step paycheck routine I wish I'd learned years earlier. It's the same A to E system you see in the thumbnail, and by the end of this video, you'll know how to use every paycheck to build a stronger financial future, without needing a bigger salary. For most people, payday feels like a reward. Your paycheck hits your account, you finally relax. Maybe you order takeout, buy something you've been waiting for, or tell yourself, I'll worry about the budget later. The problem isn't enjoying your money. The problem is that most people start making spending decisions before making financial decisions. And that's why so many hardworking adults feel broke just days after getting paid. It's not always because they earn too little, it's because their paycheck arrived without a plan. Today, we're going to change that. The biggest payday mistake. Think about the last time you got paid. What was the very first thing you did? For many people, it's checking online stores, grabbing coffee, ordering food, or buying something they've been thinking about all week. None of those purchases seem expensive on their own. But here's what most people don't realize. Every dollar you spend before making a plan is one less dollar working toward your future. That's why wealthy habits don't begin with investing. They begin with giving every paycheck a job before giving yourself permission to spend it. And that brings us to step A, the first move you should make every single time your paycheck hits your bank account. It takes less than 30 minutes, but it can completely change the way you manage your money. Let's get started. Step A, pause before you spend. Here's the first step. Don't spend your paycheck immediately. Instead, pause for just 30 minutes. I know that doesn't sound exciting, but this one habit separates people who control their money from people who wonder where it all went. Think of your paycheck like a new group of employees showing up for work. If you don't assign each dollar a job, they'll start working for someone else. Restaurants, online shopping, subscriptions, or impulse purchases. Before you buy anything, open your banking app and ask yourself one simple question. What does this paycheck need to accomplish before my next payday? That question changes everything. Instead of reacting emotionally, you're making intentional decisions. Take a few minutes to list your upcoming bills, savings goals, and financial priorities. Now, every dollar has a purpose before it leaves your account. And that's exactly what your paycheck should do. But planning alone isn't enough. Because if your future only gets whatever money is left over, it usually gets nothing. That's why step B comes next. Step B, pay your future self first. Every payday, before spending on anything optional, move money toward your future. That could be your emergency fund, a retirement account like a 401k in the US, or an RRSP in Canada, a Roth IRA, TFSA, or another long-term investment account if it's appropriate for your situation. The account matters less than the habit. Too many people pay everyone else first. The mortgage gets paid, the credit card company gets paid, the phone company gets paid, but their future gets whatever happens to be left. Flip that order. Even if it's only $50 or $100 each payday, consistency matters. Over years, regular saving and investing has the potential to grow through compound returns. But the outcome depends on your contributions, investment choices, market performance, and time. Because once your future has been taken care of, it's time to make sure your present doesn't become a financial emergency. And that's where Step C can save you the most stress.
Step C, pay your essentials first.
Now that you've planned your paycheck and paid your future self, it's time to protect your present. Before buying anything you don't need, make sure your essential expenses are covered. That includes your mortgage or rent, utilities, insurance, minimum debt payments, groceries, transportation. These aren't exciting payments, but they're the foundation of financial stability. Too many people celebrate payday first, then hope there's enough left for the bills. Instead, reverse the order. When your essentials are covered first, you reduce stress and avoid the last-minute panic of wondering how you're going to pay for the things that matter most. Once your needs are taken care of, you can enjoy your paycheck without constantly worrying about what's coming next. And that's Step D. Step D. Enjoy what's left without guilt. Here's something many finance videos get wrong. They make it sound like every dollar should be saved. That's not realistic. Money isn't only meant to pay bills or build investments. It's also meant to improve your life. Go out for dinner. Take your family somewhere. Buy something you've been planning for. The difference is, you're spending money after you've handled your priorities, not before. That's how you enjoy your paycheck without feeling guilty later. But there's one final step that most people skip, and it's the reason this routine keeps getting better every payday. Step E. Review and improve. Before your next paycheck arrives, spend just 5 minutes reviewing the last one. Ask yourself 3 questions. What did I do well? Where did I overspend? What will I improve next payday? Small adjustments may not seem important after one paycheck, but repeated over dozens of paydays, they can lead to meaningful improvements in your finances. And when you follow these 5 steps every payday, you're no longer hoping your money works out. You're giving every dollar a purpose before it's spent. In the final part, I'll show you how these 5 simple steps work together over time, and why consistency matters more than having the perfect budget. The biggest payoff. Let's go back to the 2 people I mentioned at the beginning of this video. They earned about the same income. They lived in the same economy. They both had bills to pay. The difference wasn't luck. It wasn't finding the perfect investment, and it wasn't becoming a financial expert overnight. It was having a system. Every payday, one person followed the same 5 steps. Step A. Pause before spending. Step B. Pay your future self. Step C. Cover your essential expenses. Step D. Spend what's left with confidence. Step E. Review and improve before the next payday. One payday won't change your life. One investment won't make you wealthy. One budget won't solve every financial problem. But repeating a good system every payday for years can completely change the direction of your finances. Think about it this way. If you receive 26 paychecks a year, that's 26 opportunities to make better financial decisions. Over 10 years, that's 260 opportunities. Over 20 years, that's more than 500 opportunities to improve, save, invest, and build wealth one paycheck at a time. That's why the goal isn't perfection. The goal is consistency. And that's how ordinary incomes can support extraordinary long-term results. So the next time your paycheck arrives, don't ask, "What do I want to buy?" Ask, "What does this paycheck need to accomplish before my next payday?" Remember the 5-step routine. A. Pause before spending. B. Pay your future self. C. Cover your essentials. D. Spend what's left intentionally. E. Review and improve. When you follow those 5 steps consistently, your paycheck stops disappearing without a plan. Instead, every dollar has a purpose. If this video helped you, don't stop here. Now you know what to do every time you get paid. But there's one problem that stops millions of hardworking adults from ever building wealth, even when they earn a good income. In the next video, the biggest money lie keeping adults broke, I'll reveal the belief that keeps so many people stuck living paycheck to paycheck, and why changing that mindset can completely change the way you manage your money. Click that video now, because understanding why most people struggle is just as important as knowing what to do. And if you want simple, honest personal finance advice every week, subscribe to Wealth Decoded 101. Remember, your paycheck should follow your plan, not your emotions. I'll see you in the next video.